Dave, let's start with Max. I know that you went for some testing yesterday. How did those come out, and just how is he feeling today?
Haven't seen him today. It was obviously a grade 1 strain, so it's just the treatment, obviously the IL, and you kind of take it week to week and see, when he can start baseball activities again to get him back. But I don't think anyone expects it to be season ending, but hopefully it's sooner than later.
But I know you had mentioned he was saying that his side was sore. Did you kind of figure out exactly where it's bothering him with that strain?
I think it was on the right side, but it was more of a bigger area, not just really focus in one little spot. So that kind of led to the MRI and just to kind of get a scan of it. But from what I hear, it's not as bad as it was last year.
So he is going, just to be clear, oblique strain for you?
Grade 1 oblique strain, yeah.
And he's going on the IL?
Correct.
Where are you going to move today?
We're going to bring Buddy Kennedy. So he'll be here at some point right around game time.
How, obviously when he was out before, things didn't go well for the offense. Like, how can you guys try to compensate for this absence better this time?
Yeah, it's certainly a tough loss. I think it's just guys got to continue to perform to their abilities. It's hard to kind of backfill Max what he brings as far as the plate discipline, the slug, the on base, all that stuff. I feel good about our lineup, the guys that we have, and they've just got to go out there and take good at bats. And so that's kind of all we can do right now.
And when you say it's not as bad as last year, is it a similar feeling or area for him?
I think similar feeling, but a little bit less, a little bit more on the mild side.
When you say it's week to week, does that, kind of mean you'll expect it to be longer than the 10 days, but then beyond?
Absolutely, longer than the 10 days, yeah.
You have an idea beyond that, or is it just?
I don't think anyone knows right now, but certainly beyond the 10 days, I think that's a safe bet.
Do you expect third base to get broken up with Muncy on the IL?
We're going to play Kennedy over there a little bit. We'll play Freeland over there a little bit, and they'll split time.
Has it reached a point for you to call a meeting with the guys that where you guys stand now after this week and the Angels? Or has there been an only players meeting? What's going on?
There hasn't been an only players meeting. I think that from the hitters kind of talking amongst themselves about how they can be better night to night. I think for me it's if I see how the process is going, I feel good about it. We've lost a lot of close ball games, and I think that that's partly why I feel that it's not a lack of effort. It's not. I mean, it's certainly some performance, which matters, but I don't feel that me kind of. They're motivated, and I think that I don't like to be embarrassed. I don't think our players do, and so this series I'm expecting kind of high intensity and high performance, and I think that in itself, the schedule over the next week will suffice in lieu of a meeting.
Dave, the last time these two teams met here, you and Mike were not very happy with one another. Have you spoken to him at all since, and what would you say when you exchange lineups to him?
Haven't spoken to him. I'll just do what I do all the time, to say hello, and that's about it.
Is there residual irritation or annoyance on your part?
No, I'm past it. I'm focused on our club and winning tonight. So I have no thought of it. I really don't. I just want us to play well.
Because there have been so many close games and you play them 6 times over the next 10, do you manage any differently at all in the next week and a half?
Certainly, these are head-to-head in the division. I would say it's more urgency. I would say, but tonight's not Game 7 of the World Series, so I think there's still some perspective. But yeah, I think with more urgency, yeah.
Hey, what's the balance now with some of the players that are on the IL that are eligible to come off now or in the next week? Does the timetable change for those guys considering where you're at in the standings?
Kirby is going to be the next off the IL. So I think that's encouraging. He ended up, he's going to throw a live tomorrow. And so Tanner threw a live today. And then my assumption is that here Kopech will be following. I don't know if it's going to be tied to the standings or other injuries. I think those three guys are coming soon. And as far as the position players, Tommy just started baseball activities. Hyeseong hit velocity today, but still got a little residual, has still got to go out on assignment. And then Kiké just started baseball activities as well. So I don't think that on the position player side, there's not a whole lot we can do. But I do think that kind of getting Kopech moving forward and Tanner moving forward, I think that's something that we're trying to do.
You talk about expecting high intensity and high performance this weekend. Does this series against this team come at a good time?
Yeah, I think that's fair. And high intensity is not always overt. High intensity is also focus. And so I do think that, there's some things that we can get that tightened up. And when you're playing against a really good ball club, and it's going to be 50,000 plus here, excited fans, that kind of heightens intensity and focus. So I do think it's at a good time, yeah.
Do you have a Roki update?
I don't. I mean, I know he threw 3 innings last night and came out of it fine. I think that once he gets back here in town, we'll figure out when he pitches again. But I haven't seen him yet.
Any worry that his velocity was still kind of down last night?
I wouldn't say worried, but the expectation is that he gets into the upper 90s. But it was his first one, and I want to talk to him personally to kind of get a little bit more background on that. But yeah, it was a little surprising.
Regarding the rotation, is this going to be same still like Snell tomorrow?
Yes, Snell and then Glass.
And you want to change it to avoid doubling up next week?
No.
Is this the right guy to have on the mound for this type of game tonight?
I think so. I think so. We were talking a little bit today about intensity, and there's just no one more intense or focused than Clayton. And so he has a way of elevating people's focus and play. And so to have him tonight, first game of this series, he's the perfect guy, yeah.
You and Clayton were talking?
What's that?
You and Clayton were talking about intensity? Or the seven?
No, I was talking to Clayton.
That's what you say.
Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot of talking today.
Is Yates going to go on rehab?
Yes, he will go into rehab, absolutely.
And then just quickly, what can you tell us about Buddy? Anything?
Good defender at third. So from what I understand, better versus left than right, but good ball player. So yeah, we saw him a little bit a couple weeks ago, but scrappy, but I don't know a whole lot about him though. Yep, thanks guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Yep, thank you.